All right, let's talk about investing. If you're tired of chasing those quick, risky wins and want a real strategy for long-term sustainable success, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to break down the GVD strategy, a seriously powerful approach for building consistent wealth. So, first things first, let's get real about the core challenge that every single investor faces, whether you're a total beginner or you've been doing this for decades. It's that constant dilemma of navigating a market that, let's be honest, often feels completely chaotic. I mean, come on, for most of us, the answer is a huge yes. You know that feeling, right? That pit in your stomach when you see the market swing wildly up or down? It's incredibly stressful, and it usually leads to making decisions based on fear instead of a solid strategy. That's it exactly. Watching the daily price changes is just like being on a roller coaster. It's just a constant stream of noise and chaos, and it is so easy to get caught up in all that short-term drama and completely lose sight of your long-term goals. But what if there was a way to just tune all that noise out? Well, that's where a totally different approach comes in. Let's dive into a philosophy that shifts your focus away from the daily chaos and puts it squarely on steady, predictable, long-term growth. And here it is, the GVD strategy. Now, don't think of this as some rigid, complicated set of rules. It's much more of a guiding philosophy. The goal here isn't trying to guess what a stock price will be tomorrow. No way. The goal is to become a part owner in great businesses that literally pay you to hold them. So how does this actually work? Well, it all comes down to three core pillars. Let's break down how growth, value, and dividends work together to build this incredibly powerful and stable foundation for your portfolio. So let's break it down. First, you've got growth. This just means you're looking for solid companies that are actually poised to expand. Second, value. You want to buy these great companies at a fair price, not when they're overhyped and overpriced. And third, the real engine of the whole thing, dividends. You focus on businesses with a proven history of sharing their profits directly with you, the shareholder. And this just perfectly illustrates the huge mindset shift. On the left, you've got the old way, focusing on price, which means daily stress, emotional decisions, and a whole lot of unpredictability. But on the right, you have the GVD approach, building a reliable, systematic, and growing stream of passive income. You're not a gambler anymore, you're a business owner. Okay, now for the really cool part. Let's see how this all builds on itself, because this next concept is where the strategy truly gains its momentum. We're talking about the dividend snowball. This quote really gets to the heart of it all. Earning dividends is fantastic, but believe it or not, that's only the first step. The real magic happens when you put those earnings back to work for you. And here is that simple but incredibly powerful cycle. First, your companies pay you dividends. Second, instead of spending that cash, you immediately reinvest it to buy more shares. Then, because you own more shares, the next dividend payout is bigger, which lets you buy even more shares. You see? It's this amazing positive feedback loop. And that, my friends, is the snowball effect. It starts small, but with every single turn of that cycle, it picks up more and more momentum, getting bigger and faster over time. And what's crucial is that this process works quietly in the background, whether the market is going up, down, or sideways. And here is the visual proof. Just look at the dramatic difference reinvesting makes over 20 years. Without it, the portfolio grows. Sure, it's steady, but with reinvestment, that growth becomes exponential. That huge widening gap you see, that is the power of compounding in action. That is your snowball effect, made visible. So what does this all mean for you? How can you actually take these concepts and apply them to build your very own personal strategy for creating lasting wealth? Okay, let's boil it all down to the key takeaways. First, you've got to shift your focus from those daily price swings to your growing dividend income. Second, let that income get reinvested automatically, building that wealth snowball for you. And the result of this patient, systematic approach? It's peace of mind. It's knowing your strategy is working for you, even when the market is going crazy. Ultimately, the power of this whole strategy lies in its simplicity and in time. The longer your snowball has to roll, the bigger it's going to get. So the only real question left is, when are you going to start building yours? Thanks for joining me.